can also learn from each other. Right? Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We learn from each other. So let's go down the list. So we got Amina here, y'all. What's up, Amina? We got Color Kid. We got Freddie Mac. We got, oh my God, Elton just popped in. We have Ding Dong. We have Bubblegum Planet. We have Sadie Channing of Bitcoin. We have Texas and Nikki.
And a
We have
Bitcoin.
DJ Three Buck. Oh my God. We have DJ Three Buck. Okay, y'all. My bad. I just had to give a shout out to everybody.
We was
'cause
talking
I
about
appreciate
parenting,
y'all.
guys,
Can I
and gentle parenting and parenting. Yeah, I want to know.
Oh, wait, so Ding Dong, I don't necessarily equate that with gentle parenting. I feel like that's logic based parenting. Gentle parenting is a child-led approach. It's where if your son tell you, "Hey, I don't want to do this today. I don't want to go to school today." It's a debate. Like, okay, well, you don't necessarily have to go to school. What else can we do? No,
Oh
no,
no,
sir.
he's taking his ass to school.
When I think gentle parenting, that's what I think. I think yours is like feel like logical
Moonbeam,
parenting.
you
That's
going to
smart.
school. You hear me?
But I understand what you're saying. Like they say, "Oh, I don't want to wear underwear today," and you
And they just be like, "No, you don't have to wear drawers."
You don't have to do it. It's your body, your choice. Just
I
no
pay these
socks.
bills in here, so it's my bills, my choice. Love my children to death, and I'm not against having a conversation with them. I'm not against having a discussion with them. However, it's going to be led by me because I pay the bills. I know it's bad sounds, but I am your leader until you're of age to be to lead yourself.
Absolutely.
So
and that's how parents are. That's what we are.
That base
We're
foundation. I mean, I have to lay down. I have to let you know how to operate in the world, because when I tell you, and I learned the hard way and way too early, that the world, and I don't know if can I curse? The world does not give a fuck about you. The world does not give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you, what you went through, how you got here, what your parents taught you, what your parents did you. You're walking out there into a heartless place that, I mean, you just another person. So I'm going to do what I do, empty my bucket into you to ensure that you have the skills, the knowledge, that that people will hurt you, that what goes on. Me and my sister had a conversation the other day. And she was like, her 13-year-old daughter is sending pictures of people, and I was like, my first click was beat her ass. I'm not gonna lie. And secondly, take her phone. And she had this whole thing where she was like, "Oh no, well I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get her tested or whatever and get on birth control." I was like, "That's a conversation for you and your doctor. I'm not a woman, don't know too much about that. But at the same time, I need you to go ahead and start taking some actions to prevent what happened to you from happening to her."
Right. Exactly.
Do y'all think that, okay, let me ask y'all one question. Do y'all think that whatever you did in the past with your parents could affect you with your child in the future?
Hell yeah.
Very much
Hell
so.
yeah.
They used to beat my ass black and blue with canes, fishing poles, machetes, bike chains, whatever they can pick up. But you know what I don't do now? I give my children an opportunity to talk. I listen to what they have to say. I mean, sometimes it don't make sense, and I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna explain. If I have to whoop you, I'm gonna explain what I whooped you for. If you in trouble, if I take from you, I'm gonna explain what I didn't get that. Nobody explained shit to me. You just had a brick beside your head and was sitting there holding it.
Yeah, exactly.
So my improvement as a parent is to explain. And I mean, I agree with Ding Dong. It gets somewhat. It gets to an age where me whooping you is what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
My 16. About my 16-year-old, like he's 2 years from being legally an adult. So now it's more like we're not doing basic skills, we're doing life skills, like how to cook, how to have a routine, get up, take a shower, self-care, hygiene, going and being productive in the world. I wanted to kind of switch gears because we got a lot of people in here now, but I got a question because it came up yesterday and it caused so much controversy where I was at. A girl made a statement and said, everybody on this Oculus is basic. And I'm telling you, the uproar.
I ain't basic.
Wait, was she on there too?
Bitch, I am not.
She was on there.
Somebody punch out.
And it's
clock on that.
And
I'm
I
not
felt that
basic.
was so. I felt for somebody to say that about any other person. What gives you the right to feel like that you can even label somebody basic? And who,
It's a lot of
how many
that that
people
goes
feel like
around
they're
in here, though.
basic?
Basic.
But how
it's
many
a lot
people
of
feel like they're
that.
basic?
Listen, this is a
But how many
rising
people feel
world.
like they're basic? None. Nobody would say
They-
that. Everybody feels like they have an accolade that takes them out of a category to some degree, and
I don't
everybody
give
feels
you the
different.
right
but I
to
just
say
felt like
that.
that was an asshole.
I don't
statement.
remember-
That could
to
only
me.
trigger somebody who feel like they basic.
I don't remember if it was Ding Dong that said it or Dame in the last show. They was like, "There's no social economic class in here," but they
Right.
have literally built this self-constructed class in Horizon. And I see it all the time. It's like
Mhm.
it's
Well,
it's
what is
clicks.
the class?
It's-
Ain't none.
It's
Top creator, whatever.
top creators
creator.
one, top
If you the top-
influencer.
if you're a meta celebrity, yeah, you upper echelon. We got to.
You know, T-Bar used to say that, right? She's
Mhm.
like, "Give it up for your meta celebrities." I'm like, "Oh Lord, I don't do that."
And I
I
agree with that. I think this. What I love about the space is we all sit equal. So where you're from, I don't know anything about you, but what you tell me, I like
Mhm.
that. And I wish
Mhm.
we would stop the classism and just be a people doing something. I feel like as you know,
He looked around.
as, as a people, we and I mean I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna just be honest. As Black people, we have to have something that separates us into. But you don't see that with other races of creators. I go look at Bills and it's 52 creators on there.
I said
From-
the same thing.
But you go look at
Y'all
you
gonna
go
learn
look
about
at
putting all them goddamn creators on them.
But no,
But they work different. They
that's
work
that's the mindset we have though.
They-
We always
yeah.
thinking the crab in a barrel, like, oh my God, if I put it, if I add Vic and if I add Katniss and if I add Southern, somebody gonna steal my idea, somebody gonna and it's not that. I mean, if they do, oh well, good. Get it out there before I do. And
Mhm.
I think like this. I think like this. What I'm gonna put out there is if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be better. Or I'm gonna aim. I'm not gonna be better. I'm gonna aim for my stuff to be better. I'm gonna aim for my stuff to be quality checked. I'm gonna aim for my stuff, my lines to meet up better. So I'm not. If I put something out, somebody else puts it out the next day. Guess what? It is what it is. What it be. But it's so many of us in here that's like, oh no.
Take some notes,
Yeah.
Hardy.
The player's gonna decide.
Damn.
Though.
We the players are going to decide.
Yeah, the
Ultimately,
and that's right.
ultimately, people are going to
That's in
decide
my
what they
brain.
like.
Players
But
gonna
And I was
decide.
gonna keep it in my
But
brain, but Southern
I
just
feel
jumped
like-
in my brain. God.
I tell y'all
I
a
feel
little
like-
bit.
I feel
That's
like
right.
I feel like that we do that because that's what we're used to in our society makeup. It is
And we
what
done brought
we're
it right
used
in
to.
here.
And and people do. We just say we bring parts of our personality in here and everything like that. Like I always tell people, Katniss Everclean is a personality. You see what I'm saying? That outrageous. It is completely polar opposite of what I do in my day to day because in my day to day I have to be professional. I have to be a little bit more put together and use bigger words. And here I can just be off work doing whatever the hell I want to do. You know, saying what I want to say, going where I want till I get suspended. Most of the time. So
And I'm gonna say, I'm
'cause I
not
stay
above
suspended,
it.
like every 3 months. Every 3 months is yeah. I'm gotten way better. Just as long as I've sat without being suspended, 3 months.
Yeah.
No,
Proud of
no,
you.
2 months. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
know
I
it's
ain't
my New
seen
Year's
Katniss Everclean
resolution.
2 in a minute.
Yeah,
Right.
she on retirement for the
Right.
rest of this year, hopefully 2023. But it also has helped me develop some other skills for myself and realizing it's not that serious. I enjoy this space because I like the creativity.
Really is.
Like I enjoy. I'm gonna tell you, Sadie Chan, Bubblegum Planet is fire as fuck. Eltrum, them the first creators I saw in here. Vic, Herbert, in these spaces, everybody's spaces are so different. So different experiences, different feels. And sometimes I just sit in people's worlds, man. Sometimes relax, reflect. I don't even be doing nothing. Sometimes I be on mute just because. For what?
It's
I'm
gotten
in
to
here
a
to
point
enjoy the
now-
experience.
But
I
you
can
know what,
walk in the
Kevin?
world and tell who created it.
This
Yeah, I
what-
love
this,
that part, though.
This what
That's my
I
favorite.
think. I think we'll do a lot better when we really realize that this is not a race. It's kind of
Mhm.
like we're getting on this treadmill going anywhere.
Gotta stop
I
playing.
gotta drop a bill by Friday, every
And
Friday.
the only and the
Yo.
only thing that we doing, the only thing that we do is we all are on these treadmills going 90 miles per hour, going
I don't
nowhere
like
in
running.
the same places, arguing with each other, and nothing is getting accomplished. It's just the whole ecosystem within Horizon World, regardless of your race or regardless of what your group. Because trust me, every group has some issue. If it's not
Most
a build
definitely.
issue, it's a script issue.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
script issue, it's a who built the first club issue, or I'm like, listen, do you and let the players decide.
Absolutely.
And the
What
speaking
What
of what he
was the
said,
first club that was in
I
here?
don't know.
Y'all
Oculosis,
remember?
that's what I remember. I remember Oculus was the first one I went to. First one I went to.
Club
No,
90.
TT.
Club 90 wasn't the first club. Oculus had a
Club
club.
TT.
Club TT.
What's that club? Wait,
Club
it's like a strip
Vivid.
club.
Was it Club Vivid?
Nah,
Name?
Oculus had.
I think it was Club Vivid. I think it was. If
Yeah,
I'm
with the
Oculus
hookah
had a club with the
upstairs.
crowns in it. With the
It was either
crowns in
Vivid
it.
or Club
It
90.
was
Somebody was
old.
first. Because there was some drama back then about that situation.
I thought Hardy
One of them was first.
No, I don't know what his word was.
Somebody was
speak to
first,
what he
then the other one
said.
came after. Then
But
the
you know
drama
what?
started.
But that was but when that girl made that statement, in my mind, I was just like, okay, that was something that for me, it was a microaggression. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
What it was to me when she said that out loud to people was a microaggression to put people in a place and make them feel a certain type of way. Because my response was at first, don't say nothing, Kat. But then I said, no, I'm gonna say something because what makes you think you're qualified to tell somebody they're basic? Nobody thinks themselves is basic. They might say, oh, I'm a simple person, I'm this, but each one of us have different characteristic makeups. And what the hell is basic anyway? What is basic? What is your line of basic? Because everybody's line of basic is different. You know what
Sound
I'm
like
saying?
it came
So,
from somebody that
it
is
was-
basic.
I would've asked
exactly. It was a
her,
microaggression. It was a
definition of-
microaggression. I
Yeah.
said, hell no. And it stuck with me because I was just like, what makes you feel like that you can judge the next person and call them basic? Man, he spawned in. The first thing I saw was in boots. I said, damn it, we got legs. Oh, it was the glitch one. That I said.
Who got
I said, oh,
boots?
I was about to restart my Oculus to do an update.
I'm dead. And what I'm gonna say is
Y'all, when we
it's
gonna get our
crazy.
feet?
We don't
Never.
need
I don't
no
want no feet.
legs, no feet.
It's
I
crazy.
don't want no feet.
It's crazy that
None
somebody
of it.
actually had the audacity to pop in a space and even say something like that. Like what? It's artificial inflation for real in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I promise you, and I hate to say this, but via Instagram was the worst thing that happened to Rising Worlds.
Yeah.
What you mean?
The absolute worst thing because it took this space and it
Oh,
connected it with
yeah.
something else that now it's something to judge. Now it's like, oh, you got more followers, or oh, you posted a picture of you in.
Or either I'm
and-
gonna find you, I know where you at, I know where you live
Yeah.
at. It takes stuff.
So it
into-
just added another level of complexity that I could have lived without. I mean, I
Yeah.
use mine,
Some
but I
of
could
them
live
people
without
be
it.
buying followers. When I ain't gonna hold you, some of them
They
people be buying
do.
followers, and
Mhm.
some of y'all if y'all pay attention to some of these top creators, right?
Mhm.
And when they post something, you start seeing them Arabic writing, flame emojis,
Mhm.
and some shit in a whole nother fucking language, right? I be like, oh nah, baby, you paid for that.
They
And
about
then
about
you
followers.
go and
Hey,
you
man,
just
that's
say you
good.
follow it, right? Just say,
Mud.
look at
All
my
20 of
head,
them.
yo. What
I
the
started
fuck?
from
But
zero.
you know, all
Zero followers.
creators, every creator, no matter what platform, has some type of gimmick. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when I started getting on Twitch, I paid for promotion. I paid for promotion on it because I wanted to be on
Yeah.
top, and because
I
you
boost
gotta
posts.
think these companies. Yeah, I do too. I boost posts too. These companies want that money because they realize people want to be on top, so they're going to, of course, make it into a business. It's the smartest thing to do. But again, this is what the world has turned into. We're turned into a competitive race, socialist world. It's just what it is. It's like who
'Cause
cares
I hear
what you
people
are in
like,
real life? What can you
if
pretend
you
to
look-
be, or what can you portray to be?
If you look,
What can you portray to be?
everybody
That's
got
what wins.
2K, 4K, 47K, 52K, 38K in their bio now. Hacked it. I'm like, who cares? But you was hacked. You
Hack
started
that.
over. Good job. Nobody cares how many followers you had, but you see that everywhere now, and it's that's
I wasn't
that's
hacked.
what
They
it's
took my
turned
shit
into.
twice because I didn't know how to act. I had a little booty short picture. They was like, "No, man, we told you 10 times. Stop reposting this." We're going to start you all the way from the beginning. That's okay.
They said that ass
The
too
shorts
thick
wasn't
for
even that short.
Instagram.
The shorts wasn't even that short.
thought
But I
you could show
was
booty.
popping it a little bit. I was
I
like,
thought
but
you could show
but
booty on Instagram now.
Man, they told me, hell no, not my ass. I can't show.
Can't show hers.
You can't show mine.
Baby, that's that Everclean. that Everclean.
Hey, the shorts were like flesh color shorts. They took my TikTok down. They took my TikTok down and they
Well,
like,
you ain't
Everclean.
said that it was flesh colored. They thought you were probably.
man, they almost my skin complexion.
you play
I
all
wouldn't
day.
throw their hand at all.
She here with nudes on, wondering why they thought it was
It's still a little
nudes.
crack on there. Them shorts was fire though. I wore them shorts outside. Them shorts was fire. But yeah, it's just what it is. What I always tell my son is that my only regret right now is I'm so excited with technology where it is now. It excites me. I just don't want to not live 100 years from now and miss anything. I want to see in 100 years where we're gonna be at with tech. Like, what can I do in 100 years? Like,
It's gonna be
We're
crazy.
gonna be
It's
flipping
gonna
burgers on
refuse
the
yourself.
Oculus.
bro,
I want this-
can't wait. I would work
I
in
want this in the
McDonald's
real
with
world.
I swear to God. I'm like, I gotta go to McDonald's world, guys.
yourself.
Gotta clock in.
In different ways.
Like,
And
I
it kills
wanna- I
me.
wanna be good.
I'm so shocked more companies aren't using it. Today I bought a shirt from Amazon, right? And you can take a picture of yourself with the shirt on.
Oh yeah.
Why can't you put your Oculus on and like put the furniture where you want it in the room, like you can already? I think
Y'all
that
remember
would.
Ready Player One? That movie, Ready Player
Yeah.
One. That's what I'm trying to be living in. Without all the stuff that happened on the drama, but I want the suit and everything. I don't know if I want to feel somebody punching me though, because I swear to God,
Oh,
I'll get into a
man.
whole lot of fist fights in here. You punch me by accident, walk up to me and slap me, I'm gonna slap you back. I swear to
No,
God.
look
Go
at-
to the box, Maddie. Go to
Yeah.
the little boxy thing.
Look at the
Maddie
movie
said
called
he's really good.
Surrogates.
That'd be kind
There's
of
an old
Yeah.
movie with Bruce Willis called Surrogates,
Uh-huh.
where they have
Oh, right there.
full body avatars
Man,
that
I
are
can't wait.
robots.
Going to the sparkly box,
and they put
man.
on their headset, but they're
Yeah,
actually
Bruce
robot
Willis.
bodies that go out
Yeah,
into the
so
world
man.
that we control. Look at the movie called Surrogates.
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 Yeah.
I like that
Actually,
kind
You
of
look at
There
upload your brain, cat.
There is
Let me get that up.
presently a haptic chess piece. It costs about
Oh, I saw that.
$12,000.
I saw
Oh,
that
I
online.
know. And there's
Yeah,
a
the
haptic
haptic
chess
suit.
piece that costs
Yeah.
about $12,000 now. And the
I gotta
other
do the math.
technology that they're messing around with is for the mouth and whatnot. I kid you not. You can
For
look
the
it up
mouth,
for the mouth,
Gee,
and they're looking it up
I'll kiss
for
everybody. I swear to
What's the
God.
name?
Oh,
I'll
Lord.
kiss a
You know
whole
that
bunch of my.
You know that the pornography industry is always like first and foremost, though. What's wrong? Are you?
Oh,
Is something
like
wrong
you
with your
have a
wrist
dick in your
there?
mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
crazy.
little
Came
meta
out
baby.
2009.
Mom,
sit
sit
down.
When I tell y'all,
Cameraman.
Candace,
Hey,
you
if
let
y'all,
you
hey,
let
listen, if y'all could do that, if they had a Oculus where you could buy it, like the new Pro, and you could kiss somebody and they can feel it, would y'all use it?
get somebody
I
else
will.
to
Who
do
would
it.
y'all kiss? Who would y'all kiss?
I
Get
would.
somebody
I
else to
kiss
do
West
it.
Side right in his mouth. I swear
Oh,
to God,
Lord.
I'll lick him on his face.
Oh
Swear to
Lord.
God.
Damn,
Oh Lord. She dropped
I
names
would
and
let me
everything.
ride on
You
his
ain't
face.
on here. QB don't lick my ass on Oculus.
Look at her.
Katniss, would you-
Herbert got that Pro and he's giving out kisses.
Candace, would you let them upload your brain to the Oculus if they could do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. If they
I
can
think
put
I-
this
I
complex
can
brain
live
in
here
there,
forever.
hell yeah. I
Like I'm
would.
saying, if you if you about to
Put this
die, if you was
complex
about to
brain in here.
die, if you was about to die,
Yes, yes.
I would definitely would.
I
No
would.
Put
question.
me in here.
I would.
Upload me.
I would.
My
Jerk me to
consciousness.
know.
Hell yeah. Y'all can have
There
this
was a-
body
there
and
was a
shit.
good
I've
show,
been dying
Upload.
in
Did
it,
you see,
eating and feeding and shit.
I was-
Upload
I
too?
was-
Take
You
it.
said what?
Upload.
Fuck it.
Did you see Upload?
The movie.
What's
Seen
upload?
Upload? Yeah. It's a movie.
What is that?
Well, it's something like
It's
I
on
got-
Amazon
too.
Prime.
I
Are
got,
you talking about the one on Amazon Prime?
I got
Called
surrogates
Upload.
up. Now
Yeah.
I gotta put up. Now
Yeah.
I gotta pull up.
Y'all
Upload.
so fancy.
Oh, I
Y'all
don't know.
got the
Yeah.
Prime membership.
Girl, you can get on
Oh my
Prime
God.
in here. I'll be watching
I got
Amazon
9
Prime on my
subscriptions.
Oculus.
I love
Yeah.
y'all, but I gotta catch y'all.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be at a meeting. It was great, y'all.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you,
Wayne.
Wayne.
Thanks for
Thank you,
stopping
so,
by.
thank y'all so much for having me.
You
Thanks
too,
for
Is it a
Wayne.
TV
coming
show
by.
or a movie?
Huh?
Upload. So I'm
Upload.
assuming I can upload my
Anytime, and I'll
content.
see y'all in the upload.
All
All
right.
right.
see ya.
I ain't gonna be there.
I have a question real quick.
What's
Mhm.
up, Skylar?
Oh, hey, how y'all?
We gotta open the door for you.
Hey,
Oh, Moonbeam. No, for Wayne.
Nah, we gonna watch all
Okay,
those.
one
Ooh,
question.
by the way,
What do you feel about
you know, you can zap out right here. Wayne.
disciplining children who were having temper tantrums out in public?
Out in public, I probably would have to snatch him up. But if you gotta do what I feel about it, if you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Put them in the car, handle it.
I
in
mean,
the car.
because I get it, but me personally,
Okay.
I would probably kind of scale it back a little bit because I don't want people to judge how I discipline my child because they don't know my child or myself, and I would wait till it's more of a in a different situation, and maybe it gives me time to calm down too. I don't want to react immediately, but I mean, then in some degree, kids are gonna be kids. They're gonna fall out and do all types of craziness. So it really depends for me on the situation. But if I see people in public doing it, I actually mind my business unless I feel like that kid is in like. Then you got some kids who are autistic and people mistreat them because they are autistic. They
Well,
make them
not
beat it out of
autistic
them.
children. I'm
But
just
regular
talking about a
children just
child
having a
that's
whole hissy
being
fit.
well, a child that's just being
just being
disrespectful.
Oh, did you see the video?
Now-
Let's an example. You remember the girl that was in Walmart with her grandmother, and she was in there throwing stuff and breaking
Yes.
stuff. See
And
now,
all
her-
the old people that
I-
come up, they were ready to
I would have
whoop her
karate
ass.
chopped her
Yeah.
ass because she
Yeah.
needed that. She was putting on a whole fucking show
A
for no
whole
reason.
show,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
she was.
Twitch, but she did. That's with her grandmother. That woman couldn't do nothing to hurt that little girl.
Yeah.
Man, listen,
Yeah.
I was ready to come through that camera and shake her up or something, because that was unnecessary. That was crazy. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was great.
You know,
Now,
I had
Skylar,
commented on that video, and I said, "Sounds like she need a flip flop."
Mario
And when I
line
tell
right
you,
now.
I got 300 likes off that damn comment. I was like,
Mhm.
"Ooh, they believe
She
me."
needs
Now,
to flip
Skylar,
flop.
if I was in that situation, you know, I'm sure most of our parents probably have said this. When you in public, you know, you number one, you're embarrassing your parent. Your parent
Sure.
just don't really just go up all straight 100. They look
Right.
at you. Wait till we get home.
That's right. That's right.
So
Yeah.
and then
I got a lot of
you know,
those.
and when you get home, it's your mama
Shit got
or
to
dad
shake it.
turned up on you. So
It's go time then.
Especially, you
embarrass
know,
me in public, I'm gonna embarrass you. Wait till we get
yeah.
home.
And especially depending on the child's age. You know, if they're toddlers, that's one thing. You know, under 10, that's another. But if you're a teenager or around that age and you're just mouthing off, you're
Okay,
right. I'm gonna look
Oh,
at
he
you
gonna have
and
to
you're
lock
gonna
in.
know.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have to lock
You're
in.
gonna be getting
Immediately.
off the floor.
Look at Moonbeam
up
looking
off
at
the
you.
floor.
Like, you right.
You know,
This'll be the
I
last time.
didn't raise my kids completely the opposite the way that I was raised, right? So I would tell my kids. Now my daughter is in seventh grade. No, she in eighth grade. No, she in seventh grade. She's in seventh grade, and she's on a college level of literature right now. My son is in fifth grade. He's on a ninth grade level of math, right? Which is cool. But early on, when they was kids, you have to have enough room to understand that the world is still their oyster. They don't know about Iranian maritime conflict. They don't know nothing about like stuff going on around. Like every little thing is still new to them. So I would tell my kids no. But then if they would continue to do it, then I would say a little bit more firm. I would get the bass involved. I'd be like, hey, yo, stop. But I would explain why I was saying it. Sometimes you just say no, 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 no. The word becomes jaded to your ears. Eventually, it just becomes ambient background noise. But if you explain why you're saying no, but then sometimes you just gotta let them be. All right, go ahead, go touch that stove. Do your thing. Knock yourself out. Go ahead and see what happens. I done told you no, but if you want to do it, go ahead. But after that, for me in public, my son one time he don't want to throw a temper tantrum in it, and this is the last time he did. He was only 2 years old, and my son now is a very respectful young man. He could be kind of a jerk off, but he's for the most part he's a respectful young man. But my son, he was throwing a temper tantrum at the age of 2 in Target. And I done got down next to him and looked him in his eyes. I said, look me in my eyeballs. I said, here's how it's going to be. I'm going to yank them drawers down right in front of all these people. Go ahead, look around. Look at everyone in their eyeballs. They're going to watch your butt cheeks get clapped up. Trust me. I was like, if you want to be embarrassed, do your thing. Now, for me, I would never strike a kid to hurt them. A lot of times, if you do just the snap sound, that scares them in itself. You don't have to hurt a kid. You just get pop, that little snap. Because like going to the chiropractor, I'm nervous to go to the chiropractor. I don't want to hear that popping noise in my neck. Like that scares me. What are you doing up there? You know what I mean? Same thing for a kid. But if you hit them early on with not hit them physically, but if you get them early on and instill those disciplines into them, you know, you're gonna have a smooth couple years. Then as they transition into the teenage years, obviously the chemicals are changing. They're gonna have a little bit more sass. You gotta have a little bit more leeway to and remind yourself, yeah, I was there at that point. You know, what I mean, I used to be that person. As much as people want to say that they was not. So it's a lot of understanding and patience because
It is.
what kids don't
It is.
understand is we know what it's like to be in this world without them. They don't know what it's like to be in this world without us. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that because you know what? I actually told my baby that the other day. He's 16 and he pulled something and I laughed at him. I did. I had to laugh at him. I was like, bro, I did this. You talking slick to a can of oil, baby. Sneaking out? Man, I was queen of sneaking out. I ain't get caught.
That one
Your
down. That
ass
was
just
some
got
poetry
caught.
right there. Say
Riri,
it again, kid.
that step make noise. I'm slicker than a can of oil. You talking slick to a can of oil, boy. I was making it about the house, but it is one of them things where I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes he says and does stuff, though, I ain't gonna lie. I sit back and laugh at it because it's funny to me because I was like, how did we do this? I'm gonna tell you one thing my mother used to do that I didn't understand, but I understand now. It was so when I grew up, I have a younger sister who's 7 years difference to me, but then I have a twin, and I have twin sisters that are a year older than us. Now, including my step brothers and sisters. So I'm saying we used to break out into like a whole war fight because all of us around the same age. When I tell you, be a 5 or 6 of us in that thing rumbling, like throwing punches, and my mom never broke it up. And I used to hear her say, "Go ahead, kill each other. I don't care, just kill each other." We would literally fight till we got tired. And I always didn't understand why she never broke it up or why she didn't say anything. Now I see, because we stopped fighting each other because we used to get so damn tired that we just stopped. Like she's like, "Go ahead, just kill each other." But she don't get it messed up. She definitely disciplined us. I remember she used to we used to get whoopings, and you know how you wasn't the first one to go, you like the second one, but you would start. I would start crying while I hear my brother crying because she was tearing his ass up. So I used to just get ready, like, oh next, I know it. But my mom, man, my mother. One time I ran from her and tried to get smart, went into bed. When I tell you, she took a high heel shoe and tossed that bitch so hard. I tried not to let her hear me cry. I tried not to let her hear me cry, but the teeth came down. It hurt like shit. I think it hit me right in the ass too. But I stayed up underneath for there. But yeah, my mother definitely was she definitely a disciplinarian. The only thing now, she older. She don't do that to my baby. Boy, he get away with murder. I think she more so outsmarts him. She know every trick in the damn book now. So I'd be like, damn, you done got soft, Sean. You got soft and baking cookies with him and shit. What the hell is this about? Like, you was mean. you was a war warrior with us. But
Can
I get
tell
it.
y'all
It was
this
a bunch of
for
us.
some of y'all who do have kids. I had a cousin. He was so awesome, made honor roll, everything in school, perfect kid, right? But when he got moved to another school system, the other kids that were in his class influenced him. And it influenced him so much that my aunt didn't know what was going on. And she found out what was going on when he got shot and killed at the park. And sometimes, guys, you have to watch the friends that your child hang around. He might be the perfect kid in the house, everything come home, blah blah blah. But it was like he just met these people that was not good for him. That was really not good for him. And it's here in Atlanta, for some reason, since this year, a lot of kids have been dying from 10 years old all the way up. And it's you y'all like right now, I'm constantly calling my husband right now because some of them don't make it through the door. And it's a scary situation, y'all. And who Lord, matter of fact, in 5 minutes, if my husband don't call me, I'm finna be blowing his phone up because it's just that you can move out to the peacefulest area and just somehow they just don't make it through the door, y'all. It'd be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's up, Maddie?
What's up?
Can't hear you. You're not on the block.
I'm a straight up mess, yo. First name Slobby, last name Joe. You heard? So, Southern, you know, I give you so much condolences for that. Well, I've done that before, you know. And there's a
Oh, yeah. Thank
situation
you.
that I have with my daughter now. I done said, it's crazy because I raise my kids to be respectful and then I throw them out into this ruthless world. And it's like she's having an issue with the while she's in lacrosse now. And there's a couple mean girls, and the one girl actually, the three of the girls actually bothered another girl so bad she had to change school districts, yo. So I told my daughter, I said, look, these girls is not used to people standing up for them. What you need to do is turn around while y'all on the line getting ready to do y'all catch and stuff. And you just need to say, yo, check it out. I'm not bothered by what you're saying. Here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna put my stick down. You're gonna put your stick down. I'm gonna bust you in your mouth. Plain and simple. And I said, because what's gonna happen is she's gonna try to talk immediately. She ain't gonna put her stick down. I said, when she does that, put your hand up and say, nah, the time for talking is done. No, we're done with that now. Either you about it or you're not. You know what I mean? And I say, you're gonna see that she's gonna back down. Now I had to have a word with these kids, and it's crazy because the girl that's harassing her is her own cousin. So when it got to one point, I actually had to interject, and I came out and said, and I try not to interject because that makes it harder for the kids. I don't think parents understand every time you interject, you're not at the school every day. You're not a part of the social hierarchy anymore. You know what I mean? You guys sometimes. You gotta really, it's tough. It's really, trust me, I want to knock a bunch of kids out. Trust me. You can make a fortune off the tooth fairy with me. But, I had to approach these kids and let them know, hey, yo, check this out. What y'all don't know is this main girl right here is my kid's cousin. That's her cousin. She didn't tell you that. Well, they all look at her. They look at the one girl. I said, that's right. Now, if she willing to do that to her own family member, what's she going to be willing to do to y'all when the time comes to
smack
pass?
the mama. You can't let me be related.
Right?
We're going to fight in the house. We're
So
going to
now
fight
they
at some
looking
family
at this girl
function.
cockeyed like, you didn't tell us that you were related to her. But I told my daughter, man, put that stick down or hold on to your stick and say, why not just the three of y'all at once, but I get to use my stick. Trust me.
I had one incident with my baby being bullied in school, and I ain't gonna lie, it was a kid named Chris. I'll never forget a kid named Chris. Come to find out, Chris was a girl. Chris punched my baby in the face, and they recorded it. But Chris liked my baby. She liked him. Her name was Christina. They used to call her Chris. She liked him. But in high school now, I ain't gonna lie, he a nerd. My baby is a cool nerd. That's why I like to think he a nerd. He stay in his little group with his nerd friends, and they sit on the phone and FaceTime and Discord and just do their little thing. But I've empowered him so much to be a nerd. Like nerds are like the cool thing now. For real, for real. It's like the new cool for real in school. Like it's a completely approach how they treat these kids. So it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I actually do like it. He do get a little mouthy here and there when them cockies get in the system. Had to check him here and there, but I think actually cool. I'm glad he wasn't like me in high school because I was popular in high school. I never got bullied. I ain't gonna say never really. I could never say in my life where I actually got bullied unless it was by my own siblings. That was it. I used to get bullied by them all the time. They talk so much craziness to me.
Can I chime in on being bullied? I was that nerdy kid in high school and elementary school, and I used to get bullied. Now I come from a large family, and I wasn't about fighting. But the sad part about it is, girls didn't leave me alone until I kicked their ass. And I'm not that one. I'm really not that one. I'm not that type of chick that likes to fight or anything like that. It hurts my feelings more than it hurts you. Yeah. But it's sad in this society now. One thing I can what's his name? Sloppy Joe or Maddie Cakes. I can sympathize with his daughter, but the sad part about it is, step to her, let her know what's up. But one thing you can't do, you can't let a bully you, and you do got to step in that arena when it's time. When it's time, you know what I mean. But it's a hard world, man. It really is. You don't want your kids to fight, and especially the young men. My God, what you were sharing, Southern, about what's happening with you wanting your husband to come home. You're on the phone. Where's the kids? Where's everybody? It's like that all over. I'm on the East Coast in Philly. It's crazy, man.
Oh yeah,
what's going on? Hi, Boo Boo. How you doing?
Going on?
Moonbeam is our camera producer. We gave him a job. Meadow is not underage child work laws. He volunteered, so he's not getting paid. It's for community
Sorry,
service
Meadow,
hours.
baby. He's doing a
Uh-huh.
great job. Yeah, but it's hard. It's
Step back on the thing. He came off just a little bit.
oh, it's really hard how we have to raise our children. But I would say more than anything, raise God fearing children, and then
Yeah.
that's a level of protection that will always be with your children.
Absolutely. I agree.
And the other thing too, put them in boxing lessons, just
Yeah.
as a backup.
I,
You know
I
what I
had my
mean?
baby in karate, and he quit because he didn't want nobody to see his feet. And I don't understand.
Oh, that's
What?
He, girl, he was
funny.
I had him in football. We ended up having to take him out of there because it wasn't him. I wanted him to be that popular kid, more like what I experienced in high school. But once I embraced the fact that he is I'm not gonna say a nerd, he's hands-on type person. Once I embraced that and accepted that, we have a way better relationship. Like how we operate, how he thinks. I
Yeah.
mean,
The nerd
don't
kid
know.
is the best kid at the end
he
of the day.
is. He's
I'm
more
telling you, the nerdy
sarcastic,
kids
but
are the best
funny,
kids.
and
My
he know
husband
how
is
to
the
do
best nerd.
everything. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mina.
Yo, Jay. Yo,
I
Jay,
love
why'd
the
you
nerdy
add me on
kids.
VR, bro?
Hey, y'all.
You add me on VR.
Piggybacking off the
You added me, so I was just
bullying.
Oh,
following your
I
back.
got bullied real bad
all right.
growing up, real bad. And even to
You're not
this
over
day,
Medicourt, huh?
if I go around my classmates,
No.
they would
Take a
start
break.
the same. Yep.
Who's over there
and we
right
in
now?
our 40s.
I
It's
have no
like-
idea.
I'm serious.
Farron.
So I've had to come to
Yeah,
the terms
dude,
that I can't
on Fridays,
spend
man,
any
it's kinda
time
crazy
with
over
them
there.
because it's triggering
Yeah, I know.
for me. Like it was traumatizing.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not being over there.
to be
Too bad I was in a
bullied by
martial.
my
I'd be over
entire
there.
class
Mm.
our
I've been a
whole
marshal
life,
for like
and
3
to
years.
see them now, and we
You
are
have?
adults, and
Yeah.
it just starts all over.
How'd you become a
So I
martial?
tried to spend some time with them a
They
couple
asked
of
me, I've
years
just
ago.
been around it
You know,
for
doing
the
things with the
longest
class
time.
and all. Man, after I
Wow.
cussed a few people out for thinking that they could try me the way
Yeah.
that they did, I just decided it's just not worth it. Like the
Mhm.
toxicity is still there. I don't know what it is about me that just sends my entire class to pick on me. Bro, I'm good. Y'all can have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You
But
know
it
what,
has been
Amina? I had the same
traumatizing.
thing happen to me. I was really bullied in school where I had to fight. Like literally, once we got off the bus, I had to literally fight every day. And I had to it got so bad I didn't even really graduate from high school. I dropped out in the 9th grade. And it was so bad, like I used to tell my mom. My mom didn't do nothing. It's like nobody.
Hey, Nacho, I'm
understand.
streaming. I'm streaming. You messed up the stream. I can see it on my computer. Yeah, my bad.
And so not just that, I forged my mom's signature and signed me up the Job Corps so I can finish school. And so I didn't have to go around and be around the people no more. And I started seeing my classmates in 5 Points, which is like downtown Atlanta. And it was like I had an urge in me that I would just want to fist fight all their ass out there in the streets. But you know the best thing I did when I see them, Amina, when I see them, I see how they look. Some of them got 6 kids in their damn 20s, and I sit there and laugh at their ass like, bitch, I'm doing better than you. I'm doing better than you, you sad bitch. Yes. But yes,
What's up,
Amina,
Skylar?
I have been in the same situation. Ooh,
You're on mute.
y'all. Who on mute?
You on-
Oh,
you
Skylar,
see
you on
Skylar
mute,
on
mama.
mute.
You on mute. Look at your wrist. Look at your wrist. You on mute. I'm sorry. I just wanted to chime in on the bully thing. I've just come to a place in my life. You're going to have people who are not going to like you. I don't care if they're your sister, your brother, your friend, your neighbor, your cousin. It is what it is. And one thing I heard this week that made me really, really think about this, where we are right now. Don't ever try to fit in. Go where you belong. And that's a whole nother level. And all these levels within the meta and all that, I don't know nothing about that. I don't care about that because it don't make no difference. This is where I belong because I vibe with each person in here. And that's where we need to be in our spirit. That fitting in thing, we got to fit in at work sometimes because we're going to get paid. You understand what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
It's a check, right,
But
right.
that check belongs in my pocket. You right? You know what I mean?
Mhm,
But I don't have to fit in with nobody. And
Yeah.
and those women that that we were bullied by, you're right. Look at them now. I bet you they're not looking halfway
You know
as
what?
decent as you are, sis.
It's always hard for me when I hear people bullying because I can honestly say I never got bullied outside of my brothers and sisters. And for real, with them, it wasn't us bullying. It was just all of us just, I ain't gonna lie, being assholes to each other. I personally have never been experienced with bullying. So
Mhm.
I've never, because when I was in high school, like I was a twin and we was, maybe my parents did do a lot to make sure we didn't get bullied as far as, picking on us about clothes and stuff like that. But I also always had this real rowdy personality. I always had this
Yes.
flame like,
Yes.
bitch, test me if you want to. And that was always
Yeah.
my thing, like, fuck around and find out. That attitude always got fuck around and find out. I'm with whatever way you want to go. And I think that's probably what saved me. Plus, my personality trait has always been, I'm not gonna say loner, but shit, if you don't like it, I like. If I like what I like, I like what I like. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. And
No,
it's
but
always had
see,
people
Kate, you got-
follow
you got
behind
that-
me doing that shit. Yeah, I got that
You got
personality.
that type of personality that
Yeah.
nobody's going to mess with you. You're not meek, you're not mild, you're nothing like that. So
Yeah.
trust me, they already know they're going to have a challenge just coming up
and
to
I
you.
always used to feel like people who bullied up people was just weak to me. But I did get into a fight with a girl though, because she was talking some hot shit to one of my friends. I guess
Mhm.
she attempted to bully the girl, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't say nothing. I remember it like it was just the first time I ever got spent in high school. I was in 10th grade. The girl was
Right.
talking shit in the lunchroom. She was talking shit to my friend, and my friend is quiet. I walked up to that girl and smacked the shit out of her. I didn't say nothing. I literally smacked her. Smacked her, smacked in the lunch line. I got suspended for 5 days. My mama picked me up. I told her exactly what happened. I said, Mom, she was talking shit, and I smacked her. And my mother
Right.
was like, well, you gotta go home for 5 days, so get to work. That was the end of the conversation. It was never a detail in it. But I do feel bad because I actually had a classmate who committed suicide
Yeah.
when I was in high school behind bullying. And I
Yeah.
think that was my first real exposure. Like, damn, this is some real shit.
It's
That's
real.
one thing I
It's
feel
real.
about my son. Cause I know he's a nerd, but I'm glad I think he has my personality traits. As far as he
Yeah.
don't give a damn, cause he wore some
Yeah.
sweatpants every day to school with a hole on them, and he didn't give a damn. So he must not be getting bullied that bad, cause he had options. He chose to wear those. Usually kids will wear
Yeah.
something because they don't have a choice. He chose to wear that, and I was like, they
I
ain't gonna
know
talk
that's
about
right.
you. He was like, I don't care, bruh. I don't care what they say, bruh. Like,
But that's a level of
Lance, okay,
confidence
bruh.
too. When
Yeah.
you're kind of like soft spoken, like I was when I was younger, or if
Yeah.
somebody would come up to challenge me, I was like, I was shocked because
Yeah.
I'm walking around the world just all rosy. You know what I mean? But
I'm gonna
then
take you to your class reunion next time. I'm going.
never. Oh no, they
I
don't
swear
mess
to
with me
God,
now.
I'm gonna be petty too. I'm talking about meaners. I'm gonna clip them bitches up and everything. I'm gonna be petty. Petty Betty. That's my name. Petty LaBelle, Petty Betty. I
Oh,
promise
my
you, as
God.
long as you can pick me up from the jail,
Oh,
you
come
just
on in,
come
Amina.
get
Hold on, let
me.
me get my hand.
I
Let me say
promise
this,
you.
Baby, it ain't even worth it.
No, it
Ain't
is.
worth
It is.
Yeah,
It is
Come
for
on
me.
in,
God, it
Amina.
ain't.
It is for
Oh.
me.
You know how
Patty
on in,
LaBelle.
Skylar.
I'm talking about. I'm putting Pepto Bismol in drinks. Let me stop.
so hop up where Moonbeam is. Like hop back
Okay.
on the
Bullying,
circle.
but bullying, it's so many issues now. I do think this generation though is better with identifying stuff like that
Moonbeam,
and really
show her,
stopping it.
show her how to get up here, baby. Please.
Moonbeam, show how to get to the door.
Show
The
her
door
how
right
to come
there. By,
through.
all right, when you go by the letters where it says "Please light the world," come straight down by the camera. It's an invisible wall right there. We got. There you go. Moonbeam
Okay.
works here on Fridays. Moonbeam, every Friday we need you here. This is your new job. You've been hired.
I
You're
love
the cameraman.
Moonbeam.
You're gonna go up and that's gonna be your space up there. That audio booth, you're gonna be in charge of all the audio.
Come up there right now.
You can if you want to.
If he,
It
I don't
controls-
think his name's scripted. His name
Hit that button on the wall and see if it worked for you.
Okay. Look at him. He say okay.
Oh yeah, it's scripted. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, it ain't on it.
Hey,
Hey.
Candace, your stream is delayed.
Is it?
It's supposed to be, ain't it? Like
Yeah,
three-
it's a little bit.
three
It's a little bit
seconds,
delayed.
10
It's gonna be like a 30-second delay.
Well, my dad is the type of person that he knew I was experiencing bullying. My dad is like a community leader, spiritual community leader.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me to school with an apple.
With a what?
Apple.
With the apple.
He did. He said, I want you to take this apple to the ringleader of the girls that was acting a fool. my daddy was so sweet for that. Them kids is still laughing at that.
Oh my God.
My
Hey,
daddy say,
hey, that
Oh
happened to
my
somebody
God.
I know.
and then
That happened
he
to
said, he
I
asked
know
me
too.
to this day, like, you remember when I told you to take this apple to school? Dad, I do. It did not help. It made it worse.
It
He
made it
wanted
worse.
me to take a peace offering.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
It didn't work, Dad.
Oh,
It
it
I
didn't
didn't
remember
work.
this. I remember this boy's mom hopped on the bus one time because he forgot his coat. And when she hopped on the bus, the way she did to embarrass him, people did talk about that like for years. She's like,
Right.
Brandon, you and she got on there. I'm talking about slippers, looking like that typical mama with the curlers in her hair. Boy, they claimed that
Right.
boy for about a month. I ain't say
Wow.
nothing because I was like, shit, wait, let my mama hop on this bus. Sharon looked
Yeah.
like a crazy woman.
Yeah. I tell you know when
Shit.
I come from a big family like you do, and we all are so independent, and it's kind of the type of thing where in the house we all know each other's strengths and weaknesses and things like that. So you know when you're in the house, you know who to mess with, when to mess with them, you know, and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of commend your mom for just allowing you guys to go ahead and just fight,
Who-
because
kill
it's
each
like,
other.
listen,
Don't kill each other.
I can't do nothing with that. It's going to make you
Yeah.
stronger, and you know, you
Just
guys
fight
will
each
get it
other.
together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
It just knows
my
who you
parents
are.
made us stand in the middle of the floor and hug each other till they got tired. We would have to just stand in the middle of the floor and just hold each other like for
That is
hours.
smart, though.
Like
Oh my God,
we would be
that is
just
so
standing
funny.
in the middle of the floor, everybody just standing there looking at each other with arms wrapped around each other, like, fuck. Why you tell? Why you tell? You should shut up.
Yeah,
Hey, I
man.
think I
Oh
was the
my
ringleader
God.
in my family. I was the ringleader because I remember every time we got in trouble as a group from my mother, it
Mhm.
was something shit that I remember one time my brother, he was outside with his friends.
Right.
And I came outside and it was all males. And he was like, go back in the house, Osh. You can't be out here. And I was like, yes, I can. And pretty much talking shit to me in front of his friends.
Right,
So I
right,
was like,
right,
oh, you
right.
going to embarrass me? Bet. I went straight in the house to my mother. I said, Mom, they doing drugs out front of the house. When I tell you, my mother hopped up so and it wasn't even doing it. Wasn't nobody even smoking or nothing.
Right,
I don't know
right.
what made me just go loud on him. But I said, bet. Every time my brother used to fuck with me, I used to, man, my mom came out there. Not only did she beat his ass, she was smacking kids and cussing them out. I know your mama. I know your mama.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. She was carrying on. And I'm in the door like, yeah, punk. Tell me I can't come
Yeah.
outside no more. He do not forget about that. And the time that
That
we
is
did the
too
dumbest shit in
funny.
the world, I let him kick me and my JJ. I think when we was
Oh
kids,
my God.
we did dumb shit. It was just too.
Yeah.
We had too much time and too many kids. She had too many kids, but my mother. But now we all tight as fuck. Like I ain't even gonna lie, we tight
Oh
as hell.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We would fight each
Yeah.
other, but we wouldn't let nobody fight us. Like we got the beefing, that's one thing. But you better not think you was gonna jump one of us because we was gonna fight like
Because
the
that's
clan
it.
in the
When you
school.
when you have a bit of an army at home like we had,
Yes.
you don't mess with that. You don't go
You
inside
step
of that.
different. I think maybe that's why I didn't get
really
bullied in
do.
school too. Because maybe because if I was the only child, it would have been
Oh
different.
no.
But maybe when I was in high school, that made the difference because it was an army. We went in the ninth grade. Our sisters were already in 10th. So we were literally there the whole time. So we would learn the ropes. They was the ones teaching us. So
Yeah.
maybe that did put that battery in my back to walk a little different in school because
sure.
definitely probably most. And I had a brother. So and my brother was not shy of. I remember one time I was about to get into a fight and nobody knew we were twins because we don't look exactly like we were in different groups in there. Like
What's
he
up,
was in the band geeks and I was kind of like into my own thing. And the one other fight I was about to get into in school, the girls tried to jump me and my brother hopped out the crowd. I don't know where he came from, but he was telling them, "I'm gonna start slinging y'all bitches." Nobody wanted to fight in that, and they
Oh,
never said
wow.
nothing else to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was the end of that. That was the end of that.
Yeah.
But
I
maybe
tell you.
that made a difference
But
if you're the only child or
But you
maybe
know,
years
but
in between.
the zeal that you had at you know when you were in high school is much different now. I mean,
It is.
how these kids flow within each other is
Oh,
totally
yeah.
different. Like we used to be able. It was all about a physical fight. It was all about a big argument. It was all about, and usually the fights only last 2 minutes. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And it was just a matter that you got in there, stood up for yourself, and you kept it moving. And chances are, you and whoever you were fighting were going to be friends later on. But
Absolutely.
today they just move. They move different.
Yeah,
now.
it's bullying
It's all
online.
about.
It's in
It's
school.
bullying on. I mean, they have too many things to worry about. The online thing. I never forget. My son said to me one time. He said he was frustrated. He was maybe about 13, 14 years old, and he was really frustrated. And I'm like, well, what's going on? He's like, Mom, I have too many people that I have to follow on YouTube, and I cannot comment on them all. And that's when it
Mhm.
was kind of fairly new to him. But I was like, dude, these people don't really know you like that. Yes, they do. And that was such an eye opener for me because they were at the time, it wasn't as hot as it is now. It was just,
Yeah.
it was a time where YouTube was new. Back in my day, MTV and videos and all that was
Mhm.
new.
Mhm.
Now YouTube and all that was new
Back
to
in my
him.
day.
Back in right back in my day, sweetheart. And I
Mhm.
was like,
I
right?
know.
But I that was the first indication that I got that this thing, the internet and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all, it's so influential on our kids. It's
It is.
so influential. Now I get it. Now it's like the second skin to people sometimes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And they literally. I mean, I go out and I look at my
Come on, man,
influencers and all
Eric.
that, but it is amazing
Hey, listen.
how much
I'll be
social
back.
media
I
is
gotta
taking
log
over
off.
people's
I'll be back.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the crazy part is,
perceptions.
I would
Hey,
think my
Eric.
baby would be more into social
What's up,
media than
man?
he is. He's the only one that he's really into like that is Discord. Boy, when I first found out about Discord, I thought Discord was a porn site he kept getting on.
What's
And I only
Discord?
found out about Discord is like a social. It's like Twitter. It's like a Twitter, but they can put themselves in groups. And he's on
Drop the
Discord
pizza.
like heavy. Discord and
Okay.
YouTube heavy. But he's so nerdy, man. I don't think he really cares. Like
No,
I
and
don't-
he shouldn't.
he's
And
so
and I'm glad that he
nonchalant. He's
doesn't.
like, yeah, I don't.
Because you know what?
We went.
That's saying
baby
to him, I know what's important. And all this
Mhm.
other stuff is not important. And it really
Mhm.
isn't. I mean, you're an influencer. I think I got that from you when I was listening to you. You're an influencer.
Mhm.
So, your perspective on the internet and social media is a little bit different. And I
Yeah.
get it, but you're doing it for a business, and I respect that even more.
Mhm.
So maneuvering within that is one thing. For him, he's like,
I think
That's-
I kind of bred it into him like that because I
Yeah.
think because he has a sense of reality and even with
Yes.
people like
yes,
outside, like he knows school is only 6 or 7 hours a day, and the rest
Okay.
of the time is here, And I'm glad I can
yes,
honestly say I'm glad that that's not a deal for him, or at least as far as I think it's not. But who knows? His stuff changes. Like I don't know. The only thing I know this boy's insecure about is he want to be tall. That's it. We about the same height. He keep only one
How
facial
old
hair.
is he? How old
16.
is he?
And he got 2 pieces of
Oh,
facial hair
perfect
that he keep
age.
cutting that he swear gonna grow back, and they only grow back in one spot. Look like a mole. I don't know what
Right.
he's doing to it, but he maybe he
Right.
be in that bathroom trying to get that shit. He didn't. What did he buy? A beard oil?
Well, I mean,
All
it's
he doing
really
is
good
oiling up
that
his skin.
he has a good perspective on life. You can't beat that.
Look, he be in that mirror. He be praying for some
Hi,
facial
Eric.
hair. He
Moonbeam,
can't
what
wait to
you
get a
laughing
beard.
at? You
When he
got a
got on the
little peach
Oculus, his
fuzz.
avatar has the fullest beard in the world. He look like he's 30. And I just let him have his fun. I'm like, I see you got a beard in here, huh, babe. And he be like,
That's
that's so
great.
sarcastic. I be like, yeah, but you don't have that, babe.
Well,
But then he
Southern
told me I got
Sweetheart-
facial hair.
What am I
Oh,
talking
but
Remember
That's
that day I
funny.
told you I was pissed off at him because he told me I had more facial hair than him. Y'all remember that? I was on here one night and I was pissed off. He said, yeah, yours is thicker than mine. I was like, what?
Ooh,
I just got a wax, excuse me.
there you
You
go.
got facial hair, cat?
Hell no. But I
Your
do
skin
wax
so
my
damn
sideburns.
smooth. I was like,
But I wax my, but see, this is my thing, right? This is where I always realize most girls are hairy. I'm naturally hairier, like my arms and stuff. Like my hair
Mhm.
grows really fast. Like I don't know why hairy girls, our hair just grow fast. So I wax like my sideburns. And I mean, I shouldn't have done so much waxing because now it grows in to the point where my sideburns can grow down. So I have to wax them so they don't grow down looking like it. Like to me, it feel like facial hair. So and my arms, my arm hair grow. I wish I could get rid of that, but laser hurt and I don't want to do it. But
have y'all
hell
seen
yeah. But I don't
hair
have
on
facial
y'all
hair.
titties?
He was being sarcastic, talking about I got facial hair. And I'm like,
funny.
it's
That's
the
Y'all
thing you
know
gonna eat
women
tonight.
have hair on our titties, like our boobs.
Let me
we
check
have
mine.
hair.
Hold it up to the light. Just hold it up to the light. Look in the middle and just. Yeah. I'm making it weird. What you talking about? Shut up, mind your business.
He said you're making it weird.
I tell you, we
But
women
yeah.
have so many things that we have to deal with.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was
Well,
getting at that
well,
girl
so
when she
then
was telling everybody
I'm
was
going to have to
regular.
go, but this is a beautiful set.
Thank
I'm
you.
loving
Oh
it.
yeah, I
loving it,
love
loving
this.
it. And thank
Wait,
you
what?
for having me up here. And Moonbeam, you're the best. You know that?
Thank you.
You're the best, sweetheart. There
He
you
been
go.
here the whole time. Moon been here for like 3 hours.
Right.
We're
Wait.
all, he been
I think for actually 3 hours. It's 10 o'clock.
yeah,
for
3
me
hours.
right
You
now.
been here the whole time.
I'll be staying up late.
You better go. Oh, it's the weekend. You can stay up late. Only
Yeah.
on weekends.
My
You better get.
parents are already in bed, and
Yeah.
they be like,
And
they-
bed, you need to go to bed too.
Girl,
they
my
be
son,
like, go to
my
bed.
son is up right now. Listen, I don't say nothing to him on weekends. I let him get his time in. He'll pass out with all his clothes on in about another 2 hours. On weekends. Sundays, he got to go to bed early, though, because school Monday morning. But the weekends, he can have them weekends. Hell yeah.
No, we
They
need to
say
have
about
a
12 o'clock.
YouTuber come on here. I want to talk to a YouTuber.
I was a
Mhm.
YouTuber, but my channel got taken down.
Why?
Oh, wow.
When I made the channel when I was like 8 years old.
Oh, you was too young,
So-
probably.
Yeah, and then they took it down, but my dad was actually supervising it. So they said there's no supervisor, but it's just completely like bullshit. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
He said when it was 8. What are you, 12 now?
Nah. I just turned 14, like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Little teenager. You got teenager.
Yeah.
Teenage years. You in high school yet? Or you going to high school next year?
Yeah, next year I'm going to high school.
Oh, get ready.
That's
Get
good.
ready. Stay away from all the girls that got cooties. Cooties is real. Cooties, aka gonorrhea. Don't kiss on them. And make sure you stay on
don't
top of
let
your
them
work.
discourage you about your
Yep.
Pokemon cards. Keep them
Yep.
Pokemon cards.
Keep
okay?
all the stuff you want to keep, and make sure you influence other people to do what you want them to do. Make sure you the influencer. It ain't hard.
Yeah.
People are very simple sometimes. Just walk around with a persona, and you be all right. But enjoy it. Enjoy high school, because you're gonna build friends that you might not be friends with, but some you might make good friends. But enjoy the ride. Enjoy the BS. Enjoy the bad, the good. I wish I can go back to high. I actually enjoyed high school. High school was pretty fun for me.
Tricking people.
I learned a lot of stuff.
For like
I
all,
learned how to,
all the movies, like when you get into like for all the movies when you get into like middle
Yeah,
school
but
or
we
high
out of
school,
mo-
they're always
hold
like
on.
it's always a rush. Everybody hates you. You hit puberty, like everything. Like, you know,
It's gonna be some
What
changes.
you know about puberty?
He
you
better
know-
know he's 14. He's 14. He probably not already
You
hit it.
done hit puberty yet?
no.
Maybe. He don't know.
Right.
He getting
You
there.
can probably tell because I still sound like an 8-year-old. I'll do.
My baby struggles with that though. He's 16 and he looked 13, but he's actually 16. He'll be 17 after the summer, and it's
I'm
actually
a
crazy.
I'm a chess
That's
nerd.
cool. Nerds are cool though. Nerds
I
are
have a
the same
chess
right now.
book how to win openings because my dad.
Oh, you know how to play chess?
Yeah. Wait, do you know how to
That's
play chess?
fine. Yeah, I know how to play
wait,
chess.
Do you have chess
Absolutely.
club? Do you have chess club?
I'm not in a chess club, but I know how to play chess. But I got my ass kicked by a guy that couldn't even speak English. That's what let me know chess is international. Chess is an international game, boy. You don't even have to speak the same language to play that game.
I got
Got
an
a Spanish
idea.
guy.
I got
Kicked my
an
ass in
idea.
5 moves.
We making a chess league. Fuck that. We making a
Mhm.
chess league.
Woo!
Eric,
I stopped
we're
playing
making a
after that
chess
boy beat
league.
my ass so many times back to back. I love chess though.
Wait, guys. Before I leave, can I tell you something? I'm
Mhm.
starting this. I'm starting this. I'm starting this new map from Meta Hotel. It's like
Mhm.
yeah, it's just like Metacore. I'm inspired by you, but yeah, I like I don't know if I can collaborate. I checked if I can collaborate UK, and I didn't really. Is there a setting that you can like turn it off or something? Is that
What you
is that-
mean?
Like when I select collaborators on my map for Meta Hotel, like manage people, collaborators, add collaborators. All it is
Yeah.
just my 4 friends. It doesn't say like any of like YouTube.
When you go to manage people and it come up with the list of people, you can just type in the person's name that you want to add as an editor or tester. I think you have to follow them though, right? I think you have to follow them to add them
Do I
on.
follow you?
I don't know if I got you followed, but yeah, absolutely.
Wait, I
Yeah.
followed you. Wait, confirm.
Yeah, I
follow.
just got your request. I have so many
Yeah,
requests.
you don't have
like
to
it's
follow.
What now?
crazy.
No, wait, now.
I
if
just
go?
you don't have to follow to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, type in the name
yeah,
exactly the way it's
Yeah, both
spelled
of us
and
has
add them as a
to.
collaborator.
Yeah, both of us have to follow each other, so I can add
Mhm.
collaborators.
Yeah.
Well, I got a lot of hotel rooms. I could probably give you one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inspired by Metacorp because I really like it. It's like my favorite
Mhm.
map. Yeah.
Yeah. And Herbert actually built this
Mhm.
world. Some of my like when Cat I don't know if you was listening earlier when Cat just told you that I helped her build.
Yeah, she
Now
taught me when I first started.
now, yes, I know how to build, but when I had met Herbert, he actually helped me to get that eye for design, right? Herbert is an architect.
Hey, did you change that thing in the wheel
And
and Wheel of Riches?
sometimes
I
with an
gotta take my. I want to
architect,
take my bite.
you see
Oh,
stuff
to change it. Yeah, I think
that
I
you
did.
would never guess that would make it in
Viewers, look
here.
at
Like
that.
if you look at this couch,
I'm gonna
well,
take
I made this
some,
couch, right? And so
Yeah.
if you
My
think
bad. Let me check
realistically
my feed
of
real
how a
quick.
couch would look,
You just want your
you
bot on
have
the other
the
side of the door,
seams
don't you?
and stuff like that. If you
Yeah.
go
Say
to
it
other
again.
people's
I can
worlds,
kind
You
of
just
tell
want
how
your
you made
bot on the
this.
other
Like,
side of the door.
You basically just put a
You
bunch
can't
of
get to the
Yeah,
door
so I
highlighted
can get to the
squares
door.
with
Yeah.
flat, then you
Let
just
me
put a
see.
bunch of squares together, and then you just
Mhm.
put peds on it. Then
I'm fixing
yeah.
to go update it right now,
yeah,
couch.
but
but I'll
let me
make
tell you,
sure.
with
Okay,
these
Okay,
that's
so
right.
square
it's
Yeah,
shapes,
yeah, yeah.
one
you have
Kit
to
Kat
use
is
your
what it needs to be.
creativity
Yeah,
to do
one
it.
Kit Kat.
Now,
I'm
you see this
cause I want to
camera
take it over
right
there.
here, this
Yeah.
I'm gonna
prompter.
plug my mouse.
So
I'm gonna go do it right now.
Herbert made that
Okay.
prompter,
Just make sure.
but they don't
Okay.
have it in the assets. So what he did was he used his creativity. Come on,
So
Kit
open the
Kat.
door.
He used his creativity and his eye to basically build that. If you go to different other people's maps or different worlds, you see how sometimes it look a little cartoonish with chubby
Yeah.
blocks and all of that, but you can see who builds it.
Yeah.
Hey
And so when I
guys,
met Herbert, I was like,
thanks for watching
yo,
the
like you have to
Twitch.
teach me how you got that eye for design. He's like, well, you know,
Yeah.
it's just creativity, Sutter. No, it's a style that you have. And it's like only it's another creator, but he can't top what Herbert got. But as you can see with this right here, you see this ledge right here. You know, if you go in your house and
Yeah.
just say at the window frame, right? You have this ledge where you can
Yeah.
sit down, and read a book like a reading nook, right?
Yeah.
But just say if you go into another world, they're not gonna have this. They're just gonna have a basic wall.
I mean, yeah, you're probably right about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that I'm about to go hop around a little bit.
Oh yeah, we about to get off. I'm about to get off. I'm about to.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit the sack right now.
Okay.
He's tired.
All right, y'all. Good night. Kat, I'm gonna be
All
back
right.
on later on tonight. Come
Wait.
on.
Okay.
Wait, can I
Yeah.
add?
Huh?
Wait, can I add you to my?
Mhm.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay.
Mhm. And I'll go in and help you.
Invite testers. I'll just put you as editor. Wait, you?
Okay.
Oh, she already left.
How many people you got on this build now? Let me see.
One.
many people?
Only one, and that's you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna help you. I see it here.
Yeah, you want to join the map?
I'm gonna come back on. I'm gonna drop you some stuff off. I got a lot of stuff in my
Don't play with the hustle, you either you stuff. Don't mimic pretend, it's just be who you are. Ain't never changed, been like this from the start. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. I'm get that. Don't play with the hustle, you either you stuff. I'm get that. Don't mimic pretend, it's just be who you are.
$500,000. 1977. That's crazy. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Oh yeah, Genesee, let's get it. Oh shit. Let me fix her. She look crazy. Yes, you know it. Yes, you know it. Yes, you know it. Okay, let's get it.
I don't know. Nothing works in your room. Every time I went in your room, when I was on the phone with Sue, it glitched out. Yeah, when I go get the actual internet piece, see with Xfinity, we're running off of somebody else's. So we have to go off where their router is. You know what I'm saying, though? Let's go. Stop, Minnow. Why you come sit in here? I thought when you got here, when we got the house, you were gonna go in your own room.
Oh, y'all moved in today? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't talk too loud. But yeah. We in it. I just made this dope ass candle for Rello.
Pharrell?
Yeah.
For his world?
Cat,
Hey,
did you hear
get
about
the hell out of me.
I'm sorry. Did you hear about the cheating that was going on?
With what?
Domino.
What happened?
Ooh.
Talk to Andrew. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? In here? Oh, we were
Yes.
supposed to have a meeting. Did you go to the
We
meeting?
never did. We never did. We sat in here waiting. Who? Can you?
He gotta elaborate. Now I'm about to call Andrew. I'm about to call him.
Yeah, we've been waiting on him.
I'm about to call him.
How are you gonna come over and just not say it?
I think I know. Now I gotta call.
He canceled the meeting. I knew you were gonna have
Uh-oh.
that too.
What happened with the cheating? In Domino's. Genesee, he said he don't know what he's talking about. So, let me go to mute real quick. I'm gonna tell you, Jen.
I ain't got no words.
You see money right there. That's too much shit right there. Yeah, that's Batman right there. We ain't got no worries. You see pussy right there. No mangoes right there. Feed up drummies right there. shit right here. Give me brain ideas. It's okay if you turn up, just don't turn off my light years. All I know is I do it. What I'm smoking, I grew it. These are blood gang, pyro it. All rats gotta die, even Stewart. On my private jet and my steward. This is your bitch nigga. Bitch nigga, I know gold diggers and ditch diggers. You don't get this, you get disfigured. She say sorry, I didn't shave. So that pussy is a little furry. I put that pussy in my face. I ain't got no worries. Don't you look me in my face. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. See them shrooms keep me up. So I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. You see money right there. That's Tunechi right there. Yeah, that's Pac-Man right there.
I want to know what. You want to know what the beat is?
Right there. Rainbow mangoes right there. Hold on, Dromies right there. We ain't got no worries. We ain't got no worries. She bad as a hooker, so she ain't got no worries. She won't need to eat her sugar. I say, why you in a hurry? She say, why you asking questions? I say, bitch, you trying to be funny? Now take the fucking clothes off. Let me see that Donkey Kong. Now swing your ass.
I'm just, apparently giving you points because my brain is not working right now.
No worries, no pantyhose. These niggas falling off like bag of clothes. I smoke more than a magic show. I swear I saw my hoe. I swear she was with my hoe. You know I fucked them both. Sore pussy and sore throat. Bitches Tunechi and I'm out here. No worries, no worries. I would talk about my dick, but man, that shit be a long story. Look me in my face. I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. See them shrooms keep me up. So I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. I got off the phone with Drew. He talking about Love Money. Man, everybody knew she was going to private sessions with her sister. Everybody knew that. But I guess they got caught. They got caught today. I guess they thought they was in a private server, and they wasn't. And they walked in and seen them in there finessing the system. And he said Big Nasty went up there and announced it and talking to the bot, told him, Drew, I need to talk to you about how they was cheating. And he said Love Money was in here.
Oh, wow.
I said, well, that's what the fuck they get, man. That's what the fuck they get.
She should have to
Damn
give
it.
back all them fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
He
think
need to
it's fair
take
that
away.
she went.
Nah, because if he just let her keep that shit, that's gonna fuck up everybody else because people are gonna not. Yeah, he need to take it away. He needs to. Because that's not fair. Because so many people lost out because she finessed the system.
They want to talk about how people be cheating. Lady, chill out.
Because I was trying to figure out how she got that many wins.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that. Because her sister came out of the gate nowhere. And how often do her sister be in here? Big Nasty be in here more than anybody else. And her sister done caught up with her. What shit she ever went like that?
Is she all the way at the top now? Hold on.
She got some numbers up there that's not reasonable.
Ain't no fucking way you won 77 in one fucking week. She really must be too fucking drunk because ain't no fucking way. She dumb as hell for that shit.
You lack and not what you packing. Take it from a man that loves what you got. Baby girl, you a star. Don't let him tell you you're not. Now is it real? Eyebrows, fingernails, hair queens, but we got dreams and we got the right to chase them. Look at the nation, that's a crooked smile. Braces couldn't even straighten. Seem like half the race is either on probation or in jail. Wonder why we inhale, cause we inhale already. I ask if my skin pale, would I then sell like Eminem or Adele? Well, one more time for the veil, and fuck all of that beef shit, nigga, let's make a meal. Hey, officer, man, we don't want nobody getting killed. Just open up that cell, let my brother out of jail. I got money for the bill now. Well, now, if you're asking, will I tell now? Hey, hell nah, I ain't snitching, cuz. Man, they get them niggas stitches now. If you was around and you wouldn't need a witness now. How you like this crooked smile?
I'm away down. I'm away down.
That crooked smile.
Now it's trying to keep me way down. And like the sun, you know I'm coming way back round.
Smile with your style on them. Smile with your style on them.
Now it's trying to keep me way down. And like the sun, you know I'm coming way back round.
That's hilarious. He said, Drew said that. Drew said he announced it. Oh my God. But that's what they get then. That's what the fuck they get.
I
Trying to
knew
finesse
that's what
the
they were
goddamn
doing.
system.
Because when I came in and I seen when it didn't switch over, when it was messed up, and it said she got 64 in like 2-3 days, and I was in here constantly for whatever. I was like, I walked up to her. As soon as I seen her, I'm like, nah, how do you got 64 wins? Ain't no way. She said, I'm
You
good.
asked her that?
I said, you good, but you definitely not 64 wins in 3 days good. Or almost
Right.
24 hours, I think. And she's like,
We know what we need to do.
Say that
We
I'm
need
not
to, we
any
need to, we
good.
need to be assholes and just do some pool games right now just to push her ass down so she can't win it anyway.
Oh, we
When does it end? Tonight? In an hour?
Yeah, to call Andrew and tell him what we're doing.
No, we about to do it right now just to be petty. We're not even betting no money. Come on. Sign in. We ain't even betting no money. Come on. Just to knock the score down off of that board.
Andrew's gonna be so bad.
We're just gonna get her off the board. She can't win.
I did not write the script.
Hey, listen, we about to knock her. We about to knock her off the board real quick. We about to do it and push her off the board.
And
She got
Genesee,
77
no
wins.
one said she cheated when she played with us. She didn't do that.
No, this what they doing. Come on,
She-
George Genesee.
The individual, I'm not gonna
Draw
say
all
no
of
name
them.
because you probably already know, but the
It's not
individual.
letting me. We gotta lay the. You gotta.
Oh, we gotta
You got the big
No,
six.
first you-
no,
no, yeah.
You have the big
Said it.
six.
Oh, my bad. I ain't had a
No,
big
you don't.
six.
No, any double. You ain't gotta have a big six. Just play a
I
double.
know, but I wasn't.
But we
I
gonna
didn't have
draw
no
though too.
Oh, you finna show her?
Yeah, I already know.
All right, now watch this.
Yeah, I knew this a long time ago.
That's what we're doing.
Mhm, That's what we're doing just to knock
I
the
ain't
score
never
off.
done it.
No, nah.
People don't look at me like I'm a cheater when they see this.
Yeah, what? Just don't do it again because people in here now.
I never,
Yeah, we ain't gonna do it no more. We about to play a game. We about to play a game. We being
but you get what I'm saying? So we walk into the room and I just see 100 damn dominoes, and I'm like, how the hell you just win
Who
like
was
that?
in
They
it? It
thought
was her
they had opened a
assistant.
private one.
Who was with you?
It was me and
Yo.
it was me and Jazzy.
Oh, yo, it was a good thing somebody else was with you. There wasn't.
Yep.
Hey, yo, I've been knew they was just some bullshit. I've been knew ain't no fucking way,
I'm like,
bro.
how the hell?
My bad, Doctor. You want to get there? I can move my computer. Let me move my computer.
You want to play?
That's hilarious.
Justice. You were so new to this life, but goddamn, you got adjusted. I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to the fun sex, your natural hair and your soft skin and your big ass and that sundress. Ooh, good God, what you doing that walk for? When I see that thing move, I just wish we would fight less and we would talk more. They say communication save relations, I can tell, but I can never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. And I know just never taboo. Making sure my punctuation curve, every letter hits true. Living my life in the margin, and that metaphor was proof. I'm talking poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, you need to hear this. Love is not just a verb, it's you looking in the mirror. Love is not just a verb, it's you looking for it, maybe. Call me crazy, we can both be insane. A fatal attraction is common, and what we have common is pain. I mean, you need to hear this. Love is not just a verb, and I can see power steering. Sex drive when you swerve, I want that interference. It's coherent, I can hear it. That's your heartbeat. It either caught me or it caught me. Read slow and you'll find gold mines in these lines. Sincerely, yours truly. And right before you go blind, P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. And I know just what you want. Poetic justice, put it in the song.
One more time, homie. Where's you from? Where is it from? Hey, you over here for Sherane, homie? I don't care who this nigga over here from. You don't tell me where he's from. It's a rap. I'm sorry. Hold on. We're gonna do it like this, okay? I'm gonna tell you where I'm from, okay? You gonna tell me where you from, okay? Or where your grandma stay, where your mama stay, or where your daddy stay, okay? All this talking. As a matter of fact, get out the van, homie. Get out the car before I snatch you out that motherfucker, homie.
I like a woman with a future and a past. A little attitude problem, all good, it'll make the shit last. Don't make it too easy, girl, don't take it too fast. Yeah, that's it right there, that's it, do it just like that. Only you can do it just like that, and no damn mistake. So tell me why we wait. I let you count my money, baby. Money. You 100, so that mean you meet my standards, baby. I got a lot of hoes, more than I can handle, baby. And I can't even lie, shout you my kind of lady. So what you doing later? Let you count my money, baby. You 100, so that mean you meet my standards, baby. I got a lot of hoes, more than I can handle, baby. And I can't even lie, shout you my kind of lady. And now 100, baby. Keep it 100, baby. Keep it 100, baby. Yeah. The only girl I ever trusted you, baby. All this money I'ma spend with you, baby. I swear I love you, but you drove me so crazy. Keep it 100, you gon' run for me, baby. Keep it 100, you is all I see, baby. Keep it 100, throw you couple G's, baby. Keep it 100, I got what you need, baby. I keep it 100, please, baby. You haven't seen 100 G's, baby. Pull up with 100 G's, baby. And they already squeezed, baby. Shut up the kid for throwing to me on the ring, baby. I let you count my money, baby. You 100, so that mean you meet my standards, baby. I got a lot of hoes, more than I can handle, baby. And I can't even lie, shout you my kind of lady. So what you doing later? Let you count my money, baby. You 100, so that mean you meet my standards, baby. I got a lot of hoes, more than I can handle, baby. And I can't even lie, shout you my kind of lady. And now 100, baby. Just keep it 100, baby. Yeah. Just keep it 100, baby. Yeah. Nah, nah, nah. Just keep it 100. 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 Nah, 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 nah. Wet, 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 wet. Oh, baby. Just tryna change your life. I'm just tryna change your life. Just tryna change your life. Oh, baby. Get you out of line. Why you waste my time? I'm tryna smoke, tryna get high. See it in my eyes. I know she playing both sides. That bitch telling lies. But my dick give her a high. She down for the ride. Them hating bitches kill the vibe. Fucking live your life. Bad bitches in Hawaii. Umbrella with ice. 10 bad bitches on my side. Make 'em on my right. Smoking on the finest ganja. She like China White. Popping all these pills. She said she used to it. She wanna go way up. Okay, baby, if you're used to it. And I know that you a grown woman. And I know that you know what you're doing. Wet, 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 wet. Oh, baby. I'm a king, baby. You from the hood, but you a queen, baby. Ass fatty can't even fit in them jeans, baby. Match a race with the stars, baby. I'm a street nigga. I'm supposed to really be behind balls, baby. Really wanna be faithful, but this shit hard, baby. Yup, I got the pussy first, and then I know it. You fuck another nigga, you ain't loyal. I told you bring a friend, and shit can bore her. She asked me what we are, we just cordial. I'm a gangster, I can make a wet, wet, turn it to a pool splash. She help me count the money in the trap, then she go back to school. If a nigga ever play with bait, it's breaking news. She got 50 pointers on her neck, protect this matching juice. Wet, 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 hey, wet, 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 wet. Oh, baby. I just wanna show you off. I don't wanna do you wrong. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the flies of them all? I get money when I want. I can fuck her if I want. Baby, you can wanna be a star, I can tell you what it costs. I was gonna put you on, I was gonna put you on. I was gonna change your life, girl, but I don't wanna break your heart. Wait, 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 wait. Oh, baby. Just tryna change your life. I'm just tryna change your life. Just tryna change your life. Oh, baby. I could change your whole sauce. You a little more spicy, yeah. Now you dealing with a boss. I might treat you rightly now. No more messenger, baby. Now you dripping icy, ayy. You keep hanging around me, baby. You start talking like me. Got my own lingo. I could change your whole ego. I be swimming in the money, baby. Torpedo. I ain't like these rapper niggas. They is not my stilo. I'ma call you back and with my niggas shooting CeeLo. I might change my old ways for you, baby. I could change your whole way. Now you wavy. Now you glamorous. I'm out your element. I'm too reckless for you, girl. It's evident. Wait, 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 wait.
So who's gonna be more? Look, 78.
Oh my gosh, baby, let me. I did it again, so I'm gonna let the. Oh my, baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Maybe I can break you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh. I fell in love with Shawty when I seen her on the dance floor. She was dancing sexy, pop, pop, popping, dropping, dropping low. Never ever has a lady hit me on the first sight. This was something special. This was just like dynamite. Honey got a booty like pow, pow, pow. Honey got some boobies like wow, oh wow. Girl, you know I'm loving your style. Check, 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 checking you out like oh, she got it all. Sexy from my head to the toe. And I want it all and all and all. Baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh. You make me wanna say, you make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh. Felt so hot for honey, out of all the girls up in the club. This one got me whipped, just off for one look if I fell in love. This one's something special. This one just like dynamite. Oh, 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 oh. Out of sight and fell in love with honey like my, oh my. Honey looking wonderful, fly so fly. Honey like a supermodel, my, oh my. Baby, how you do that make a grown man cry? Oh, baby, you got it all. it ass. Fuck that. You gon' get some dick today. I walk in with my crew and I'm breaking their necks. I'm looking all good, I'm making her wet. They pay me respect, they pay me in checks. And if she look good, she pay me in sex. Do it. Bounce that ass. It's the roundest. You the best. You deserve a crown, bitch. Right on the ass. Stop. Now make that motherfucker hammer time like go stupid. Tell me stupid. Okay, stop. Drop it. You got everybody in here. Oh my gosh, bad bitches, I'm your dada. White girls go gaga. When it sticks out, they bust it open like the yayas of pinata. Like, bitch, look down. Tell me what's up. Girl, you talk too much. Shut up. I got that mad dick. You know it always nut up. And it got an attitude. No wonder why I stuck up. Pop it, then backflip. Yo, gymnastics got me ecstatic. Your whole crew look like a pageant. I'm dropping cash tip and some taxes. Woo! Do it. Girl, you got me about to pass out. I'm wondering if Cupid gave you ass shots. Cause I'm in love with that ass. Now make that motherfucker hammer time like
Wild in VR, obviously. Well, I'm there, yeah.
White girls, black girls, tall girls, fat girls. Shake that ass, shake that ass, short girls, small girls, skinny girls, all girls. Shake that ass, and that one, all of the ass, go down. Stop. Now make that motherfucker hammer time like go stupid. I do it, boy. Go stupid. I'm that nigga with the plugs. I'm that nigga who got homies that be selling drugs. I'm that nigga on the back street with the fat heat. Niggas better run like athletes. I'm that nigga. My Bank of America account got 6 figures. I'm that nigga on the block. Police pull up. I'm tryna stash the Glock. You that nigga on the low. You the nigga, you're the one that be talking to the po-pos. Poor shitting on 4Gs. Niggas can't afford these. The Panamera shitting on a 911. I call my homies not 911. I'm that nigga with the juice, but I never do my nigga like Pac. Bitch, who do you love? 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 I got a shorty named Texas Sin. She got a buddy named Yo JB, and now you know the deal. We turned up in the studio late night. That's why the songs that you hear coming real tight. OVO crew, nigga, thought I told you. If you a player in the game, this should hold you. And man shot my nigga game, he just rolled through. Eating crab out of Malibu and Nobu. A lot of fools putting salt in the game. Until these women get the notion that they running the game. They got money that they jumping on the pole to make. Did the model, took a flight to the Golden State. I'm the general, just making sure my shoulders straight. Had to leave my nigga homie, got an open case. But I'm big on the west, like I'm big in the south. So we gon' pay some people off, we gon' figure it out. And my name too big, and my gang too big. Young money shit, me and Lil Wayne too big. I'ma crush that ass even if it ain't too big. I would pinky swear, but my pinky ring too big. Bitch, who do you love? 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 I'm that nigga. Bank of America account got 6 figures. I'm that nigga on the block.
shit, Bryce. Rest in peace, my nigga CJ Mack. Rest in peace, my nigga Cedar Block Fraud, though. Rest in peace, my nigga Tiny M. And last but not least, rest in peace, my nigga Big Aaron.
Yo. Okay. All my nigga with it. All my nigga with it. All my nigga ball. All my niggas athletic. All my niggas A1. All got street cred. All my niggas ball. All my niggas athletic. Pulled up in the fountain. Pulled off with a dance. Got a pocket full of money. Kinda hard to keep my pants up. Nigga tryna run them bands up. Fuck a bitch with my hands up. Lil Quay fuck his hands up. Kinda hard to understand up. Duffel bags in the Escalade. Caught a bitch there a bread truck. Got a big on the truck. Call Uber for a spare truck. All these niggas never scared us. All these niggas never ran us. Bitches tryna put the head on us. Niggas tryna put the feds on us. Niggas tryna take meds on us. Everything for the players on us. Niggas singing like Arizona. Gunshot just for saying something. Spraying shit like aerosol. You a foul and it's a fair ball. Nigga can't reach the goal. Keep shooting them down air ball. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. You getting mad? I'm getting rich. You getting mad? I'm getting rich. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Hey, watch out, little bitch. You getting mad? I'm getting rich. You getting mad, bitch? I'm getting rich. Yeah. Watch out, little hoe. My partner still smoke on parole. They say that I'm crazy. I used to talk to a stove. I tell it to lock. Shit, I tell it a lot. Go to the dealership. Bitch, tell off the lot. You know I'm coming straight out the block. You know I'm coming straight out the top. Shorty say she want 5 million. Cause I told her to leave it called her a thought. Shit, you can like it or not. I'm coming straight out the pot. Still got some act in my stock. Nigga, I ain't gotta lie. Nigga, I ain't gotta try. You waving that thing in the sky. We waving that thing at your body. We waving that thing at your eye. Look at the watch on my wrist. Got on my watch in my wrist. Told that little bitch I paid. Nigga, watch the assist. I run the track like the marathon. You niggas softer than silicone. You know what it's like when the feeling gone. I know what it's like when the ceiling gone. I had to sit down with Farrakhan. Turn the White House to the Terror Dome. I used to serve at the Chevron. I used to serve with my necklace on. Bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. You getting mad? I'm getting rich. You getting mad? I'm getting rich. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Watch out, little bitch. Hey, watch out, little bitch. You getting mad? I'm getting rich. You getting mad, bitch? I'm getting rich. Yeah.
If you hating, you just need some pussy. She
7-figure nigga rich. We switch positions like we doing yoga in this bitch. She get the shake and then stiff. She got that $1 million, ooh. She got that $1 million, ooh. And all I wanna do is touch it, touch it, ooh, ooh, ooh. Make her tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out. And I'ma make her tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out.
Six-inch pumps, play with his balls, dunks, ball head, yup, don't want no Forrest Gumps. Don't let me tell you twice, already told you once.
I'm gonna show his cap. I'm gonna show his cap. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show him cap, and I'm gonna show you. I still got your number. I still got your number.
Dollar pussy might pounce on that ass. Throw them hundreds till I lose counts on that ass. Max out all of them accounts on that ass. $1 million checks don't bounce on that ass. Pull up in that you can't afford this. Only rap bitch on the Forbes list. Pussy jury make them say purr, man. Rubs hands like bird,
She got
man.
that $1 million, rich girl, $1 million, ooh, ooh, rich girl. She got that $1 million,
Paradise on
$1 million, ooh.
Rockin' while you shine, jumping out of Bugatti.
And all I wanna do is touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. And I'ma make her tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out. And I'ma make her tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out, tap out.
Lay you, baby girl.
Love, drips in the skin, nigga talk about religion.
It's a one-shot win.
I'm in prison with the pussy, and I'm balling no cushion.
She up there 70. I didn't know she got 78 wins. She ain't that damn good. Hey, I was gonna tell you this too. Why would you bring up that in front of